Joining us now on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline is a man who has plenty of depth on his golf roster, the head coach of BYU Men's Golf, Bruce Brockbank. Coach, congratulations first and foremost, making it back to the NCAA championships for a second consecutive year.
Thank you. We're excited to be heading back for sure.
Man, I know it's a journey to get there just one time, but to go back-to-back, especially when you lose a guy that had the talent of Patrick Fishburne, how in the world did your team pull it off again?
Well, as you've mentioned, just great performances by the guys that we have on the team. And, 1 through 6, each guy, when he has a chance to shoot a score, they usually come up big to, help the team.
We've thought we've known who was going to do what this year, but you have a good team. It's not just been Peter Quest and the Questettes. It's been Carson Lundell in day one. It was Rhett Rasmussen to win the regional. It took a team performance, Coach, and it was fun to watch. What are your thoughts on how your team performed?
Well, it was, very impressive. We had a great fall. We've talked about that. We struggled a little bit in the spring, and to have the guys step up when we needed it the most it was fabulous. We had our high score at the regional was 72, and we had a couple of really low scores. In fact, 3 real low, 64 and a couple of 63s. So from top to bottom, the kids got the job done.
At what point when you were in Pullman in that regional did you begin to feel comfortable that you were going to advance on and get back to another championship round?
Through about 9 holes the last day, we had all 5 guys under par. And, I'm standing out there thinking, you know what, we're going to get this done this week. And about the time I started feeling a little bit comfortable, we had a kid birdie 3 or 4 in a row, and then I really got comfortable. And then we had a couple of hiccups on the par 5 with about 4 holes to go, but the guys made some, putts when they needed to just kind of seal the deal.
Rhett Rasmussen won the individual championship, the medalist there. What made his performance so good?
He just he drove the ball particularly well those last 2 rounds, and then he just started hitting his wedges close, which he's, that's one of his strengths. He can find a way to, when he gets going, the kid can make a lot of birdies, and that's what he did at the regional.
Now that you've been to the NCAA championships and these guys have experienced that type of pressure, how will that be an advantage to them this time around mentally, Coach?
Well, I think just, being in that environment, with a lot of great teams, had a chance to experience it, the different format and, what we have to do on that Thursday afternoon. I think we should be one step better for sure. The golf course we're going to play is just fantastic at the Blessings Club, and they're saying it's the most difficult course we'll face in a long time. So it'll be really exciting to see how we deal with that challenge for sure.
It's a unique challenge that's self-imposed, right? BYU doesn't compete on Sunday, so your 3rd round will be your 1st round on Thursday, so it won't come into play until Sunday. It's kind of a weird deal. So you talked about, okay, we did that last year. Maybe now we know how to approach it. What is that approach?
Well, we're going to, we've been practicing a little bit. It's all year long you play in threesomes, and, the first round of the national championship, we're going to be out there all by ourselves, and I think the guys have a little bit better feel for it. The biggest issue we faced last year was the weather, and it sounds like it's going to be a factor again this year, at least for, the first couple of days.
So when you look at that, and on top of that, you said this is maybe one of the hardest courses that the NCAA championship has ever been held at in the recent past. What specifically makes the course so hard, notwithstanding the weather?
Well, I think the length of the course. I think there's, again, I was talking to one of the coaches, and he said that 4 or 5 of the par 4s are over 500 yards, and the 3 of the par 5s are over 600 yards. So,
oh boy,
you're going to you got to hit the driver great. And when the course is that long, if you're getting the ball up and down, you'll compete. But if you're having trouble doing that, and I from what I gather, the greens are really extreme, very undulated and fast. And so, it's going to be different for everybody. We'll just see how we handle it.
That's super nice that Tony Finau said that he was going to offer his services to your team to help out with that, Coach.
Please do. If you have any advice, let me know.
Bruce, does humidity play into golf? Is that a thing? Does the ball drag if it's a little more humid, say in Fayetteville, Arkansas?
Yeah, there's no question. Sea level is always a challenge, but we have kids on the team that are well traveled, and they know what it's like to have to hit those long irons, and so we're excited for the challenge for sure.
Coach, we're thrilled for you. Congratulations again. So much hard work has gone into this. Let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma that you can share with your team. Take it, go play well in Fayetteville, and we're excited to watch how you perform.
Thanks so much, and we'll do everything we can to give you something to, write about and announce. How's that?
Oh, hey, you've already done that.
Plenty.
This is gravy, man.
Gravy. Yep.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thanks a bunch. See you.
Bruce Brockbank on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Deseret First, your values, your timeline, your financial future.
24th place last year. Can they go top 20 this year?
That would be great.
Yes, and this team has been fun to watch. So good luck to those guys.
They've already overachieved.
Yes. Getting back to the NCAA championships?
Overachievement.
Fantastic.